Hello, everyone. Let me know if you can hear me. This is a whole new setup. That's why I'm asking. Uh, I do have the same microphone and GoPro that for the video, but I have a brand new laptop, so I'm not sure if you guys can actually hear me or not. But please go ahead, put it in the chat if you can hear me or not. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here and ramble on for a while. This is a end of summertime live. I haven't done it. I don't think I've done any lives this summer at all, and only one or two last winter. Just kind of got out of it. Just been busy doing things like that. So thought I'd jump on here tonight. It's Friday night. Thought I'd do a live for you guys. Minute thing. So I know probably won't be many people here, but hopefully a lot of people will show up. I see there's two people here. Can you guys hear me? If you can you please post in the link if you can hear me or not? Or post in the chat, I'm sorry. Hey, Laura, can you hear me? Can you hear me good, Laura? Uh, I I got a new laptop computer and I'm trying to get it all set up, so just wondering if you can hear me. Okay, excellent. Thank you very much, Laura. How are you tonight? And feel free if you have any questions or whatever. I'll answer almost any questions you guys have, so feel free to ask away. And there's my buddies from Big Family Expedition. How are you guys tonight? And where in the world are you? Uh, Haven't seen too many videos from you guys lately. Hopefully you're doing good and enjoying life out in your bus traveling around. Yeah, so this is just a end of summertime live, just enjoying things. Got a lot of work done around the homestead here. Obviously, it's Alaska, so never got as much as I wanted done, but did finally get a lot done. Video is coming out tomorrow, which is just a walk and talk around the property. Next week will be a pretty big video of getting projects done before the snow flies. It's definitely fall here. There's hardly any leaves left on the trees, so. And I do have a Amazon affiliate link if you're so inclined. Just click on it and then buy whatever you normally would buy off Amazon. I get a few pennies from it. It can help out the channel. Thank you, Laura. And hello, Marquette. How are you tonight? Wyoming. That's I love driving through Wyoming. I've driven through it, I believe, twice now, and it is absolutely beautiful. I love it there. Hey, Arlene, how are you tonight? Thank you very much, Laura. I didn't really move there. It was kind of a play on words. I like moved there for like a week. I was supposed to be there for 2 weeks, but things got changed around, moved around, so I was only out there for a week. Unfortunately, we had a couple other planned fun excursions planned, but since I was only out there for a week, they kind of got canceled, and but it is what it is. Hopefully, I can get back out there next summer. That would be so awesome to get back out there. Hold on, there's a little black fly flying around here. Hopefully, I got him. So yeah, I'm just I think I can show you a little bit out the window. There's like no leaves on the trees anymore, and I can't show you out the big window. I guess I can kind of you can kind of see the uh all the treetops there. There's no leaves on them. As I was saying, I got a new computer, so this is a new setup. Still using the same GoPro and microphone, but my laptop computer only has one USB port on it, and it has two the USB-C ports. So my cable I'm using for my camera is only maybe a foot long, 10 inches long, something like that. So we're doing good around the Kansas City area for a few days, then off to somewhere new. That sounds like a fun adventure. Yeah, I've been good. Got a lot done. Video tomorrow will I take everyone around, walk around the property and show everyone. But got that done. Spent a week uh, out in Cold Bay, so that was a lot of fun. And yes, I have a merch store. A lot of shirts, hoodies, hats, drinking mugs, stuff like that's on it. So if you're so inclined, go ahead check that out. So Marquette says, "Thank you. I live near Jackson, and yes, it's beautiful. I'm actually moving back to Alaska in the spring. How are you doing tonight? And are you getting snow this week?" Congratulations on moving back to Alaska. So if you're moving back, apparently you lived up here for a while. Uh, where are you moving to Alaska? Like, are you going to live in Anchorage or the Valley, or whereabouts are you going to be living if you know yet? And no snow yet. We've had one morning that it was below freezing and had frost on the windshield. But a lot of areas around this general area, like down in Wasilla, I saw they got snow one day, and then up in Fairbanks, they've been getting a lot of snow. It's not staying on the ground or anything. It's melting, but it is around that time. And yes, I saw our Alaska is here. How are you guys? How's the Kenai Peninsula doing? Everyone's saying hi to each other. Yeah, final plug. I do have memberships, early access to videos, pictures, and other stuff. Uh, don't really have enough lives to or memberships to do members only lives. So, but if I did, I'd definitely do some members only lives. Big family. Have you had snow yet this year? No snow. Well, had lots of snow this year, but it was back in the springtime and it back in the wintertime in January and February, but none this season yet. But it's supposed to snow or supposed to rain pretty much for the next like on and off for the next week. And all the mountaintops, about halfway down the mountains, all have snow, fresh snow on them. So it's getting close. And Marquette says, thinking of the Willow Talkeetna area. I lived there 8 years, mostly in Anchorage, Homer, and Wasilla. Well, the Willow Talkeetna area, there are a ton of YouTubers in this general area. I bet I know, uh, let's see here. I bet I know 20 or more YouTubers in the Willow Talkeetna area alone. And there were a lot more. A lot of YouTubers will start off making videos and stuff. And then after 6 months, year, 2 years, they just quit. It's not working out like they had hoped, taking too much time, stuff like that. But yeah, there's probably over 20 YouTubers in the Willow Talkeetna area. Hey, Nanny Goat Acres, how are you? Hello from far northeast Texas. Small 6-acre homestead, still high in the 80s during the day, still picking tomatoes. Man, that's a big difference from up here. Today it's a cold 50 degrees outside. It's overcast. The sun's poked through the clouds just, I think, two times today for a very short period of time. And the treetops are moving a little bit, so it's starting to get windy. Hey, Pure Alaska, how are you tonight? Thank you for being here. High life on the High Line. How are you? Joining from my fishing sport spot in North Dakota. One more walleye to limit out. Congratulations on that. How many walleye can you get before you limit out? And I wish we were getting more tomatoes, nanny goat. Yeah, our garden season is totally done outside. If you have a greenhouse, you might be able to get some late season crops still, but other than that, all the outdoor gardens are totally done. Uh, the only thing that might be left right now is there might be some tomatoes still to be picked and maybe some carrots and stuff like that that can stay in the ground longer. But they've all been dead for a while, I'm sure. I didn't even get a garden growing at all this year. Let's see here. Last summer, 2024, I believe it was, I had a small garden with just uh, about a dozen potato plants. So I didn't even get around to doing a garden this year, unfortunately. I can. So many tomatoes, give away tons. That's what usually happens. You grow a big garden, then you can give it all away. Let's see here. What else is going on? As you'll see in the video tomorrow, I built a couple pig houses. I got those finished up. The rabbits are doing great. I had 12 babies, 8 from uh, Lola and 4 from Babs. And let's see here. I've gotten rid of 3 of the girls so far. 3 of the girl offsprings have gone away. Two of them went last night, yesterday afternoon, to one person. Uh, she needed a couple does. Her does were getting old and weren't breeding anymore, so she came and got 2 more does from me. So that was great. I love to garden, Bill, but sometimes it hates me. Yeah, same here. Same here. I love growing my own food, stuff like that. So I do plan on a big garden eventually, but it takes time. This year it was more about getting some projects done that I needed to get done before the garden. The garden was secondary and it never happened. And the rabbits are doing great. You'll see them in the video tomorrow morning that I release. High life on the High Line. North Dakota has had 80s for about 2 weeks now. Gonna dip down tonight. We can get 5 walleyes for a daily limit and 5 northern pike. That's pretty good. That's a nice amount of fish because pikes and walleyes are nice sized fish. Nothing better than vegetables straight from the garden. That is true. That is very true. Hopefully, one day I can actually get around and get a decent garden going. Let's see here. Yeah, as you can see, I haven't done much inside here. That's gonna come up here in the next couple weeks. I'm gonna start doing stuff inside, get a bunch of projects done. Uh, as you can see, my nice wall there is still a cardboard box around the bathroom. So that's gonna change here real soon, and I'm gonna get the rest of the plastic up on the walls and stuff like that. So that's gonna be happening here real soon. Nanny goat acres. Some years my garden does not produce, but I keep planting every year, especially with prices so high. That is true. Yeah, every little bit helps, especially when you can buy a packet of seeds for $2 or something like that and grow a whole bunch. Yes, Laura, I agree. High life. I've lived in Willingston, North Dakota. Very cold. Brr, but you're moving back up to Alaska, huh? It gets a little chilly up here in the wintertime too. A lot of new faces tonight, so that's awesome. I love seeing all the new faces. My couple of my last videos did a lot, and I've gotten like a probably over 1,000 new subscribers recently. So definitely loving that. It's really helping out the channel to grow. Let's see here. You guys want to ask any questions? I'm not the best communicator when it's just me talking to myself. So Laura says, I don't think we bought seeds recently, Bill. $2 doesn't get quality seeds. Yeah, I know. They're $2 or $3 is the Home Depot, Lowe's seeds. But even then, 5 or $10 for a packet of seeds of good quality seeds. That's still a lot cheaper than buying that much in the grocery store. Well, I love Alaska and I'd love to come back now that I'm retired. How are your rabbits? The rabbits are doing great. Uh, the babies are all full grown. You'll see them. They're full grown. That's about all I can say. I mean, they were these little things about this big when I moved them into the grow out pens, and now they're full grown rabbits. They're huge. I still have 5 boys and what did I say? 4 girls left. I'm just hoping. I did find. I thought I had 7 boys and 5 girls, but I saw a little hanky panky going on between what I thought were 2 of the boys, and I heard out and checked the one rabbit and found out it wasn't a boy, it was a girl. So I moved that one into the girl pen right away. Hopefully, nothing happened there. And then my neighbor came over and helped me check every single rabbit one by one. And I found another girl that was in with the boys. So I got them all separated out. I'm kind of surprised I didn't find any boys in with the girls though. Let's see here. I could handle single digit temps, but -20 below. Not sure I could handle Alaska then. Maybe though. Yeah, actually, it's not that bad out when it's that cold. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's cold, but it's a very dry cold, so there's no humidity or anything like that. So it doesn't feel nearly as bad. Hey, Brook Trout, how are you? Good to see you tonight. Out at your camp in the UP of Michigan. Phone service not very good. Yeah, I was saying early on that I haven't really done any lives this summer and only a couple last winter. Just kind of got out of it, been too busy trying to get stuff done, things like that. And I'd think of it and it'd be like, well, I'm going to bed it in a half hour or something like that. So I decided not to do them and just haven't gotten around to getting back into the swing of doing lives on a regular basis. Your rabbits are food rabbits. Yep, they're food rabbits, but I am also selling some of them because I don't need 12 bunnies in the freezer. So I decided might as well sell some and recoup a little bit of the money I've put out for them. Congratulations on the new subscribers. Let's give Bill a thumbs up. Thank you, High Life. Hey, not so remote Alaska. How are you? Good to see you tonight. And if everybody doesn't know, this is Michael from Not So Remote Alaska. Check out his channel. He doesn't live too far away from me, and I actually bought some lumber off of him a couple years ago. Been pretty good, big family. Currently in the upper Midwest tour, headed back to Florida. North Dakota University has a great seed trial program, and their seeds are developed for our climate. They do ship to other states. If anyone is interested, I can help get the info to them. That would be a good. That's that would be good. Northern seeds are hard to find. Good northern seeds, that is. And we definitely need that type of stuff up here. We can't put uh, most crops into the ground until mid June here, and then by by end of September, it's pretty much done. By mid September, sometime in there, it's the crops are pretty much done. And the seeds are very reasonable. You are expected to give feedback to the program. That's all. That's pretty good. That's a nice program. What projects are you doing before the snow flies? Well, tomorrow's video, I do a little walk and talk around the property, which is not my normal type of videos, but that's going out. It's a end of summer update video. I talk about a couple of the projects I got done outside. And then next week's video will be all the outside projects that I needed to get done before the snow flies. So several of them were a lot of little projects that I've been putting off or just didn't have the time to do. So I finally got around to doing them this summer. Got those done. And the biggest project was getting the I got the big dirt hill finally spread out and the yard flattened out some. So that was the biggest one, but got that done. Then got a few other projects that I go into detail in the video coming up 1 week from tomorrow. And then I start on doing projects in here for the hopefully the week after that that video goes up. And yeah, I got to get plastic on the walls. I got to get rid of the cardboard there and get the wall built and covered up. A lot of other stuff. I need to get some lights hung up there, and you can see my microphone right there. Get the lights hung up there and wired up correctly. Let's see here. What else? Maybe some flooring because right now I just have plywood down. I would like to get some flooring put in this winter. And then, oh yeah, right over here, there needs to be a wall built and a folding door put in for the utility closet. So all that stuff's coming up. Hey, Tony from our cabin in the woods. How are you, Tony? Good to see you here. Thanks for joining. What's been going on with you, Tony? Yeah, I hear Tony's going to have knee replacements, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct, Tony? Wonder if Alaska has a similar seed program. Not that I know of. I've never heard of it. I know our the Willow Library has a seed exchange area, so you can just go over and take seeds and put seeds in and stuff like that. So a lot of those would be seeds that will grow here. But I haven't heard of any type of seed program at the universities up here. Yep, nanny goat. That's what I'm gonna put in some of that vinyl planking. It's so easy; it just snaps together and it looks really good, and it's uh, basically scratch resistant. It doesn't scratch at all. So, and it's easy to cut. You just cut it with a saw, or you can get like a heavy duty paper cutter or something like that, and cut it that way. Hey, Howie's house. How are you tonight? Thanks for joining. Okay, Brook Trout got to run. Oh, sauna time. Sounds like fun. Have a good night. Thanks for being here. Been keeping busy here. Yes, on the knee replacement, November 20th. Well, good luck with that, Tony. Definitely, wish you the best, and I know you have a lot of issues with your knees, so uh, it'll be nice to see you moving around a lot better. Yeah, I don't think there's much else going on here. Getting ready for winter time. Oh, I'm sure a lot of you have seen my video this last week saying goodbye to my remote cabin. I've decided to sell it. So at the end of the video, I talked for 10 or 15 minutes about why and everything like that. So it's definitely just time for to move on from there. I can't say exactly what I'm moving on from or moving on to, but because I don't want to say one thing and then things don't work out or whatever. But yeah, that my remote cabin, it's going to be sad to see her go because I was expecting to have that probably till the day I die, and now I'm decided to move on. I just joined the live feed. Did you get your cabin sold? No, I haven't. I talk about I go into a little bit of details about why it hasn't sold yet in my video that's coming out tomorrow. But basically, my one neighbor up there, they have really good friends of the family that want to buy it. But he's having a hard time coming up with the cash because it's a cash only sell, and it's cash only because it's off grid and off the road system, so no bank will uh, finance it. So it's cash only. So he's having a little bit of a difficult time coming up with the finances to buy it outright. But I hope he does because it would be great for my neighbor up there and them to basically have property side by side. It's not gone yet. The cabin's not gone yet. Bill, will you have to go back up north again for work? I don't actually work up north. I work from home. So I live here in Willow, Alaska, and I work from home every day. So I don't actually ever go anywhere. I looked into getting a job up on the North Slope a couple times about a decade ago, but never worked out. So never really found any good jobs that I want to do. So just never got a job up there. But if you know someone young, fresh out of high school that's wants a good job, tell them to start looking up on the slope. Entry level jobs can start off at anywhere from 50 to 100,000, and with overtime it's pretty much guaranteed to be over $100,000 dollars a year, and you only work half the year because you work 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, or 3 weeks on and 3 weeks off. So definitely a good thing if you're coming out of high school, and if you're careful with your money, you can easily retire in your 40s and be set for the rest of your life. Yeah. Wish I could talk the wife into buying it. You ever hear the saying, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission? So just buy it, Howie. Surprise the wife for Christmas. Just water. Although I do have a few beers, I thought about maybe getting a beer out and having it tonight since it's a summer ale and it's the end of the summertime. Yeah, Nanny Goat says, "My grandson has a degree in cybersecurity and cannot find a job. All jobs in that field require experience." Yeah, that is true. What he has to do, unfortunately, is basically take a help desk job or something like that, or a entry level networking job, and do that for a while and try to move up, get some experience just doing help desk or networking, that type of thing. And then uh, over the next several years, he can move into an actual cybersecurity job. I found all these wonderful AK YouTubers when I was recovering from my knee replacement. Says hi life to Tony. Not a good way to keep your marriage intact, Phil. Bad advice. Not necessarily. You got a weekend, well, I guess not a weekend getaway if you're coming from Florida. That would be a little bit long, but hey, maybe she'll enjoy it. Nightbot's posting too much. Oh well. Maybe I'll look into fixing that so it doesn't post nearly as much. But yeah, that property's still for sale, unfortunately. I think he should be able to come up with the money, but he might not be. I don't know. But my neighbor up there said if he doesn't come up with it, they have a couple other friends that are very interested in buying it. So uh, it's going to sell, just a matter of time. So unfortunately, that's put uh, my plans on hold because I want to take this money and put it down on other property somewhere. So it'll sell eventually. And I do have memberships available if anyone's interested. Yeah, maybe, never know, Bill. Don't you want to get married someday? Uh, at my age now, probably not ever get married. Do I want to grow old with someone? Yeah, sure. But probably never get married now. Don't really see much of a point in getting married at the moment. So, I mean, pretty much past the age of having kids and things like that. So, not really any reason to get married, I guess. But who knows? I won't ever say I'll never get married, but I'm not looking at it really at the moment. Nanny Goat was married once. Well, I guess that's a good thing. It was only once and not like 4 or 5 or 6 times. And Tony says, "I have been married twice and love this one." Well, considering you're still married to the second one, you better say you love the second one. Yeah, she's a good woman, Tony. For everyone else, I know Tony and his wife personally, so yeah, she's definitely a good woman. Uh, Bill, I only asked because of the advice you were given. Yeah, just messing with people. Nanny go long, long time ago. She was married. Yeah, she's great. I'm kind of happy. I mentioned right when I was starting. I got a brand new laptop computer, so I'm using the same microphone and GoPro camera as I was using in my previous lives, but this is the first time I have them hooked up to my laptop computer, so I wasn't sure if everything was working good or not, and it took me a little while to get everything set up and functioning. So I'm glad it's all working now. And unfortunately, my cable for my GoPro camera here is it's only about that long, so I can't move the camera around or anything like that too much. I was married once, but I've been happily divorced since 2002. Well, that's good if you're happily divorced. That's just one thing I never wanted to go through was a divorce. So I guess I was probably too picky on picking women in my life. That's why I was never married. But hey, it's all behind me now. Can't change the past. Brenda Freedom Redbird is here for a couple of days. Oh, that's cool. Well, tell Brenda I said hi. Definitely want to get back down to Oklahoma to see you guys, Tony. Don't know when that's going to be though. It's definitely not this year, and probably won't be first part of next year either. I don't know though. I'm trying to get flights back to see my parents over Christmas and New Year's, and man, that's a whole topic I'm not happy about is flights and how they do them. I've noticed I have a mileage credit card, and it seems like no matter how many miles I have, whenever I go to schedule flights, all the flights are right around that many miles. So in the past, I've had like 40,000 miles, and all the flights were in the 40,000 mile category. Then one time I was in the about 55,000 miles, and all the flights were right around 50,000, and so on. Now I have 100,000 air miles, and all the flights are right around 100,000 air miles. So I think it's a big scam when you try to use your air miles to for flights. And then the other scam found is if you go and search for flights using your air miles, you get, we'll say, 20 flights leaving your hometown. If you search for the same exact days and everything going to the same destination using cash and no airline miles, you get 20 different flights leaving your hometown. So it's they don't even show you all the same flights. Instead of just showing you all the flights, they pick and choose which flights they want to show you based on air miles or cash or whatnot. Will do, Bill. She will. Oh, she will do her live tonight at 9 from here. Ah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that should be. Oh, you're. It's 8 o'clock there, right, Tony? It's 8 o'clock at your place right now, correct? Because it's 9 o'clock East Coast time. Oh no, 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 no! It's 8 o'clock East Coast time right now. It's 7 o'clock your time, right, Tony? Yep, 7 o'clock Central. So yeah, that's all that's been going on at my place. I've been talking with Bennett from the YouTube channel Living My Alaska, and we're planning some winter adventures this year. Uh, get out, do some snow machining together, and uh, maybe go up to the hot springs for a weekend and stuff like that, just to get out, explore Alaska, do things like that. I'd like to get out and see that there's an ice tunnel out on the other side of the state, but uh, you got to wait till there's a lot of snow on the ground because that's the only way to get to it. Either that or a helicopter to it. Okay, Marquette, I got to see what you have to say here. Have you got enough Winter chopped and stacked yet for winter? You got enough wood chopped? Well, this cabin here that I'm in, this is my full-time residence, and I have a Toyo stove right there, and it runs off of heating fuel. So I don't have to have wood here. And then my remote cabin, I do have some chopped up there. Uh, Definitely need a lot more if I was going to go up to it a lot this winter. But since I'm selling it, I'm not worried about chopping a lot of wood up there. Night all. Time to get critters in. Dusk is here. Stay safe and warm. Well, thank you, Nanny Goat. Thank you for being here and uh, get your critters in and uh, tell them all I said hi. Let's see here. Yeah, Bennett and I, we've been discussing on doing different things this winter. Uh, Snow machining and doing some Alaska tourism type stuff, different things like that. Uh, so look for some of that stuff to come out this winter. Definitely want to do some ptarmigan hunting on snow machines this year again. Didn't get a chance to do it last winter. The last winter was just crappy. It was either brutally cold, like a high of like -10, -20 degrees, or it was like 50 degrees and rainy for like 2 months there. It was back and forth a couple times. So the temperature, uh, the snow machining wasn't very good at all last winter, unfortunately. Everyone's saying goodbye to Nanny Goat and hello, Ace. How are you? And she tells everyone, "Yep, hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Ace." And it was good to see you at the meetup this last time. Unfortunately, I looked for you a little bit later on, and apparently you had left before I got back to talk to you some more. So next at the next meetup, I definitely want to sit down and talk to you for a little while, get to know you a little bit. And Tony says the same thing. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Yep, prairie chicken, ptarmigan. Yeah, they're small birds. They're, if I'm not mistaken, they're a cousin to the chicken, but I'm not 100% positive on that. I believe they are some type of distant cousin to the chicken because they cluck and stuff like that. So I think they're cousins to the chicken. Let's see here. What else is going on here? Not much. Didn't do too much with the excavator this summer. Just got the big dirt pile moved around and took it down. Got the 500-hour maintenance done on it. Paid the dealership to do that because I wanted to make sure it was done right and I didn't miss anything, stuff like that. And then they found out the coupler that holds the bucket onto the arm was the old style and was replaced. So I had to take the excavator back down there to fix that. And now I have to take the excavator back down again because one of the drive motors is out on the track system. So gotta take it back down and get a new drive motor put in. Thankfully, that's under warranty, so it won't cost me anything. And the coupler was a Bobcat thing, so that didn't cost me anything either. So just had to pay for them to do the 500-hour maintenance, which is basically they change out all the oils, all the liquids, everything like that, and check over all kinds of stuff on it. And that cost me about $1,800, which I'm sure half of that was the liquids and stuff because they replaced all the hydraulic fluids, all the motor oil, and all that type of stuff. So I know it's done right, and uh, I didn't miss anything by trying to do it myself. Let's see here. What else is going on? Not much, actually. Getting just getting things done. Getting. I was working hard the last couple weeks, getting outside things are all buttoned up and wrapped up before the ground freezes. I guess I do have to get got him the little black fly, one of those little gnats or something. I have my uh these plants sitting outside all summer, and when I brought them in, down in the dirt was all these little black flies that keep coming out and flying around. So uh, I do have to get a dump truck load of gravel brought in and get that spread out before ground freezes. So I'll probably call. I meant to call this week and totally forgot about it. I'll call and get it for next week. Get that done, and that's really all I have to do outside. A little bit of minor uh, cleanup and maintenance, but nothing, just routine stuff. I got a pile of bits and pieces of plywood that I want to get burnt and a couple things like that. But my outside property is the property outside the cabin is looking great. Definitely in tomorrow's video, I do a walk and talk, as I mentioned, and show you what all I got done all summer long. So it if you've followed my journey over the last few years, you'll definitely be interested in watching this one tomorrow. Let's see here. What else is going on? The bunny rabbits are good. Unfortunately, making priority to get the dirt moved around, that big dirt hill spread out and moved around and that type of thing. I didn't get a chicken coop built this year, so that's been pushed back till next spring. And who knows, maybe I'll do a wintertime build. Building a chicken coop in at 20 below would be a good title, huh? In the middle of the winter time. So I might do that. What else? Don't know what else is going on. It. You guys got any questions for me? I've pretty much talked about everything I've wanted to talk about. Uh, Wanting to get back to Pennsylvania, see my parents. They're both in their 80s, so I try to make it a priority to get back every year and see them at least once a year, if not 2 or 3 times a year. ASV apple cider vinegar in a little bowl, and okay, and poke little holes in the dirt and dump it down in. Yeah, I should do that definitely. I do have apple cider vinegar. I should mix it in with some water and dump in there. Hey, Susan, how are you tonight? Thank you for being here. Yeah, just um, if you have any questions or anything, feel free to ask. Uh, let's see here. I'm looking around trying to see if I forgot anything. AK Matt from the YouTube channel, AK Matt, he was up all summer and he camped out in his camper right here on my property. So that was pretty fun having him all summer. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Hey, that was my fault. in a bowl and poke little holes in it, and the gnats will fly into the apple cider vinegar and get trapped inside. My fault. Misread that. Building a chicken coop in the winter, Bill, you might lose your nuggets. Yeah, I very well might. Definitely lose a few brain cells, I'm sure. But I was going to do that last winter, and winter was just so crappy, and things got away from me last winter. So maybe I'll look into doing that this winter. Build a 12 by 8 building for a chicken coop. That way you can use like half of it as storage and the other half for your chickens. Yeah, neem oil works also. Uh, they're not too bad. Usually I see one or two a day, and I'm able to usually kill most of them, but they just keep coming. So it's a pain in the butt. This is really the first summer that they really got down in the dirt. I put them out every summer, and this is really the first time I brought them in from being outside all summer that they're really bad. Usually there might be a couple flying around, but nothing beyond that. So, but then again, maybe it's because I'm sitting right here beside them all day long that I actually noticed them this year. So, yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know what else is going on. It looked like it might be raining outside, but I don't think so. Let me check real quick. Nope, not raining. That's good. So yeah, work's going good. I work full time doing IT work. I'm a system administrator for a big software program, so uh, that job's going good. Uh, I enjoy it. It pays the bills, that's for sure. I would love to be able to do like homesteading and YouTube full time, but just not quite there yet. Hopefully, one of these days. Hey, AK Dog Mom, how are you tonight? Good to see you. Decided to do a pop up live tonight. I only gave people about a half hour notice, so I'm sure a lot of people will be like, "Hey, I didn't see you were doing a live tonight." Yeah, it was a last minute decision. I was gonna wait a little bit longer to do it, like push it off for another hour or two, but when I realized what time it was, I'm like, I better do it. Just go ahead and do it. So, Marquette says raining here, Bill, and about to start snowing. Ooh, snow, huh? We haven't. There's no snow in our forecast. It's calling for mid upper 40s pretty much every day, and lows maybe in the mid 30s. Let me check real quick. Come on, update. Yeah, low 50s pretty much every day, and actually low 40s most nights because of it being overcast. And I think it's all backwards, but I think you can get the gist of it. So the fall is trying to hang around, but it's losing the battle. I think pretty quick. Yep, just came up in my bin feed. Yeah, that happens when you don't uh, give very much notice before you go live. That happens sometimes. Still too hot here in PA, in upper 70s during the day and 50s at night. That 50s at night is pretty comfortable though, but I'm sure it takes a couple hours for it to cool down inside the house and stuff like that. But yeah, the chilly 50s is not and chilly 40s is not my cup of tea. I'd rather have it be colder or warmer. Whoops. Marquette says it's we're in the low 40s during the day and 20s at night. Wow. You guys are colder than we are here in Alaska. So you can move up here and it'll be warmer for you. Well, I got about 5 more minutes, I think, for this live. I've been here for 55 minutes. So I'll probably end it here in another 5 minutes, end it right around 1 hour. And definitely want to thank all of you for being here. It was great seeing you guys. And I definitely need to schedule more lives, start doing more lives this winter. But probably in a couple few weeks, I'll start doing some lives again. Definitely enjoy it. Just haven't been doing it very much over the summertime and last winter. Just needed a break from doing lives. But let's see here. What else is going on? Not much, really. Gotta. I mean, I got a lot going on, but everything's nothing's decided yet, so I can't. I don't want to say anything at the moment. Just make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any content. I'll be putting out details whenever I can put out details and know it's 100%. Yes, Alaska might feel like a heat wave. It's been fun. Thank you for the chat. Night, everyone. Good night, Marquette. And I am saying your name right, correct, Marquette? Yeah, it's great seeing you. Definitely we'll be doing more lives here in the future. Maybe it might be another month or two. Still trying to get a lot done, but definitely we'll be doing more lives and hopefully give you guys more notice of the lives before more than maybe a half hour. I think that's all the notice I gave tonight was a half hour. 73 degrees here in Arkansas. Are you in northern, central, or southern Arkansas, Ace? Yes, you're saying my name perfect. Thank you. I thought it was pronounced Marquette. Merleton. I don't know where that is. Whereabouts is Marlton? I'll have to definitely look that one up on maps after the live is over here. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm actually one of my videos did really well, so I'm getting a pretty nice sized check for my channel. Anyways, I'm getting $370 later on this month from YouTube. That's by far the biggest check I've ever received from YouTube. So I'm excited about that. Had one video that gave me most of that. It was uh my first video of Cold Bay, moving out to Cold Bay, got 34,000 views or something like that, and gave me probably 250 $300 for that many views. Oh, okay, 40 miles west of Little Rock. Okay, I know about where you are there. Yeah, that's a nice area. Several YouTubers over in that area here. Think you've met a few of them, huh? Yep, I'm excited to get an actual paycheck from YouTube. YouTube doesn't pay that much until you're really big. These channels that have million, 5 million, 10 million subscribers and get millions of views, they're making very good money. But the small channels who are monetized that maybe get 500 views a channel video or 1,000 views per video, we don't make very much. We might get a $150 paycheck every couple months, 3 months, every 3 months or something like that. So it's not like we're making thousands of dollars or anything like that off of YouTube. Yeah, I know. I know you met a few. I know them. We met them at the various meetups. And thank you very much on congrats on the views. So thank you very much, Ace. Well, at 1 hour and 1 minute. So I'm gonna end this live. Want to thank everyone for joining. Saw a lot of new people that wasn't in my lives from like a year ago. So thank you all for being here. And everyone have a great night and a great weekend. And until next time, have a great day.